No Talent Beats.
See? See, son? Why you snapping like it's a Deaf Poetry jam?
I like
You do look like the host of a Deaf Poetry jam.
with these glasses on.
Yeah.
You like I ain't got my gloves on today. How you feeling, world?
Wagwan.
Wagwan.
Wagwan, me G. Wagwan, me G.
What you do? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Educated Brothers Podcast.
We back.
We back. Episode.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I'm rude. I'm
Don't
sorry,
be rude, man. It's a brand new year.
Educated
Supposed to be
fam,
brand new
Happy
year,
New
brand
Year.
new you. That's what they all say,
Nah,
right?
we don't do that.
Nah.
I'm not beat for the brand new year, brand new you. I'm not.
Hey,
into
man.
that.
Hear me out. There are people out there
Uh-huh.
that really believe in their heart that if they say it enough with no work, it'll come true.
Yeah, whatever. Listen, I don't believe in resolutions and things like that. I believe in lifestyle changes. It's either you are or you're not.
Yes.
So,
There's no trying. There's really no trying. It's literally you either do or you don't.
yep. We're fresh into the new year. I hope
Mm-hmm.
everyone's enjoying themselves.
Happy New Year. I
Happy
hope
New
y'all
Year.
was safe. I hope y'all had fun.
Absolutely.
I hope y'all, above ground and feeling well. Limbs still working, brain still working perfectly fine. Any day above the ground is a good day.
Yes, sir. Blessed and highly favored.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I got 13 days left on my 75-day challenge.
13 days.
13
Did you call
days.
the steakhouse yet? The one that you're going to go to once this is all over?
I don't care where we at. All I know is I'm going to be drunk as shit.
See, this is the problem with doing these crazy diets.
Listen.
You go hard, you go ham, and then look at how you're going to celebrate.
So fucking what? The only good thing is since I haven't had a drink in almost 3 months, I'm gonna be drunk as shit off of nothing.
Yo, you're gonna take a shot. You're gonna take a shot of beer. Yes, I know what I said. And you're gonna be toe up, son.
Like, what is this? I'm chocolate wasted.
Off one shot, yes.
I'm being there crying. Leave
Nah,
me
son,
alone.
but that's good, son. Congratulations,
Yeah, I
you made it this
appreciate
far,
it.
son. And I can attest that he has actually stuck to his guns. We've been places together, just friend circles and things like that, and he's been holding it down.
Oh, it's been hard, definitely through the holidays, man. It's been hard.
Yo,
It's been rough.
that Friendsgiving, you held.
I held my own.
You
and
strong, brother.
They had
you
my-
strong, man.
They had my favorite drinks right in my face. I stuck to it, man. But
You did the Martin look. Remember when he was looking at the turkey? He was looking over the table, looking and everything. That was what you was doing. They was passing the drink by. You saying?
listen, it was hard. I remember getting home a couple of weeks ago after work and just being stressed out from the day I had. Poured a drink because I have a bar in my house,
Fancy
and just looked at it.
Mm-hmm. Because you couldn't do nothing with
Couldn't
it.
do nothing with it.
You
Just
couldn't
looked
do
at it.
nothing with it.
I was like, this looks nice.
Because even if we didn't know, you know.
Yeah, and I tried to because that's the reason. Like, I'll start certain things and always end up failing at them. So I'm like, like I said, it's not about trying something new and just doing it just to do it. It's about trying to change my lifestyle. So I stuck to it. I fought it. I didn't take that drink. Ended up wasting it. I poured it out. I told my sister the other day, she's like, why the fuck you ain't just pour it back in the bottle? I'm like, I'm trying to be better. All right, fuck.
Yeah, that's a very Julius response from Everybody Hates Chris. Yo, she was probably counting the amount of change that was going down that drain.
Like,
pouring
nigga,
down
you wasted
that drink.
75 cents worth of tequila. Nah, but I'm sticking to it. But that's gonna make the celebration even better once we do get to it. So how it's gonna work is the 75 is gonna be up 13 days. We're gonna take a week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna overdo it because I don't want to.
You shouldn't overdo
I'm
it.
not gonna overdo it.
You
That's-
showed yourself that you got the
Yeah.
dedication to get this far. Don't like.
I'll,
You ain't got to go crazy. You can
yeah.
celebrate though.
I can
son.
celebrate that one
enjoy-
day.
You can enjoy something.
Day 76. I want to celebrate that one day. We're gonna have a normal week of just doing what I please, just not overdoing it.
Okay.
And then we're gonna start another 75.
75 is gonna be the same challenge. Or you
No,
doing something
I'm doing a
else?
75 soft. I'm not doing 75 hard again.
Ooh, listen. Learned your lesson.
Yeah, I learned my
Learned your
lesson,
lesson.
bro.
I mean, that's like if you take the more difficult
Yeah.
thing and you get it out the way. Once you get that out the way,
Yeah.
it's like
The soft
I mean,
gonna
I
be-
could do it again, but like
Yeah.
I know that's gonna be easier at this point.
Because the hard is crazy because the workouts have to be 45 minutes long and it has to be twice a day. And, we're not fossils, but, we're getting older.
Yeah, you are.
Don't you older than me?
I'm getting wiser. You're getting older.
Shut up. But anyway, so for everything that is feeling better because of the weight loss, I was having issues with my knees. If somebody put out a reel and the audio was like, everybody's always telling me, "Oh, you don't look that big." Shut up. My knees don't think that. That's exactly how I'm feeling. So my knees were really bothering me. They don't bother me as much anymore. Mm-hmm. But with the constant lifting and pulling and things of that nature, I developed a fucking shoulder issue that I
tell you all the time I see you, relax your shoulders. But what you do, you stand there like this.
My shoulders are naturally big, though. I can't help
put your shoulders down and they pop right back up, man. There's springs in them, son.
Nah, but I'm trying to avoid surgery because there might be some nerve damage there. But
oh yeah,
nothing severe. They gave me an X-ray. They said they
I've been watching Grey's Anatomy now. So
oh my god,
everything sounds like it's gonna be tragic. So don't tell me nothing about no.
Guess what happened?
Don't come on, son. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm actually enjoying the show.
What season you on?
I'm not gonna tell you.
70?
I'm on season 1.
There's like 80 episodes. There's like 80 seasons of that show.
There's 80 episodes in one season.
You know what I mean?
That's
Shows came out in the duration of that show.
Hey man, listen. I'm a binge watcher. If you could tell me that I could watch something, and it's a bad habit, I ain't gonna lie, because you really shouldn't be like having that much access to it, because then you get lethargic. You don't want to really do nothing. But that diverts from the original point, which is the fact that I can really watch these episodes and don't gotta wait, get strung along for months just to have something happen that could have just been another episode anyway.
But you're gonna get annoyed by it.
I mean, that's fine. That happens with every show.
Listen,
because once you get to a certain point where there's nothing left to like.
At least,
no oomph. You know what I'm saying?
At least in certain shows, once that starts to happen, the show cuts off.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, they're in season 17.
I think it's 18.
That's ridiculous. I used to watch Grey's Anatomy. I promise you, after season 5, you're like, what the fuck is this? How? 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 Like, why am I watching this shit? Like, there's no character development. This bitch keep doing the same shit.
Yo, the same
shit every season. When are you going to get it? Like, are you just not going to grow as a person?
No, why would she do that? Why would any of them do that?
Come on, Shonda Rhimes, get it together.
Think about it. Yo, think about it. Not a single one of them from the first year of residency to whatever episode you want to be on did they develop at all. If anything, they just got more like, I don't give a fuckish. That's the case.
That's why I was like, Scandal. Scandal was in and got out. Boom. Scandal over.
I actually never watched Scandal.
Exactly.
I actually never watched it.
And you should watch it.
I'm probably not going to binge it because
it was good.
Is
the
it
same
good,
person
though?
wrote it.
Oh, well, listen, let me tell you how she be killing off characters that don't have to die off and the way that they die off, bro.
Listen, Grey's Anatomy, if I'm not mistaken, had 2 spinoffs that ended.
Yeah,
and
they
that shit's still on, bro. That's crazy. That is crazy, bro.
About like 2-3 characters left from the main original people on that show.
That shit needs to go. I watched. Listen, we're not going to get into it. I don't want to spoil nothing for you. But
no, we don't do spoilers here.
While we're on the topic of TV shows, I want to sincerely apologize to the Educated fam.
For what?
I want to apologize to you as well.
I mean...
You don't know what I'm apologizing for, but I'll apologize. I think you might have just caught the gist.
Well, it's fine. I just wanted to kick my feet up and twirl my foot. You know what I'm saying?
If I'm not mistaken, episode 31, we sat here and discussed which show was better, Friends or...
Ooh.
Living Single?
Yeah,
So, I still love Friends. Don't get it twisted. I love that show.
See the twisting of the foot?
I watched the interview that was about, I think, 10 years old. Queen Latifah was on What's Happening Live. What is that? That's what's called on Bravo. And she got into this story about how they literally stole the show idea from Living Single. Yeah. And it's a difference when people online just spewing it, and I felt so stupid because I'm always sitting up here talking about research and shit. But I didn't feel the need to dig in deep enough into this. And sure enough, not only did she say that shit, she backed it up. There was literally a Friends episode in the first season that they stole scene from scene from an episode in Living Single. And I'm like,
scene was probably funnier?
I'm not even bugging. They literally even took their outfits. And I'm watching this shit like, hey, yo.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Yo. And
Absolutely.
sure enough, and I remember I was just sitting there like, yo, I can't believe what the fuck I'm watching. They literally stole the entire idea of that show.
And you went to bat.
Oh man, I felt so stupid. I felt so stupid. But you know, it's about accountability and holding yourself
Accountability
accountable.
Brothers podcast. As long as you apologize and you realize you was, listen, I'm not one to hold grudges, especially if you apologize. Like, it is what it is, man.
I deleted it off my queue, bro. That's how hurt I was. I've
never on my queue.
Let me just shut up. Listen, I've watched Friends starting to beginning almost 3 times now. Literally from season 1 to season 10.
Okay.
I was going to start it again because that's my show to where like I ain't got nothing to do. I'm chilling. If I got to do some paperwork.
Your nonsense show that you, all right.
I don't watch it no more, bro. I can't. They gotta give me some time, bro.
Why? It's not as funny.
They lied to me, man.
Jokes don't land.
They
as
lied
hard?
to me, man.
Is it because the jokes don't land as hard?
I'm sorry, Martin.
I'm sorry, I lied, Martin. Just didn't want to go to Arizona.
Yo, oh my god, yo, I was so mad, bro. I'm like,
you know that
yo.
quote, you know where that quote doesn't come from, though, right?
Oh my goodness.
But anyway, y'all, as we jump into the episode a little bit more, I know some of y'all are probably gonna be like, yo, y'all just getting into, this is our damn show. We gonna get into it the way we want to.
Episode 33.
Episode 33. This episode is one of those episodes that we like to call shooting the shits.
Facts.
Now, with this episode, we just kind of talk about any and everything that, just kind of come to mind or something that we have seen.
Fuck, we feel like
you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be one of those that some of y'all, you're going to view this and you're going to be like, oh, they're doing it again. Yep, absolutely.
You feel me knocking?
Well, let me in.
But yeah, we going to get into a whole bunch of shit because I got a whole...
Should we start serious first?
I mean, all of it is bullshit.
Well, see, first of all, I bet him before the show even really started.
So that's why we gonna get right into it.
And I knew I was gonna be right too. I shouldn't even have said nothing. But right before the cameras really started rolling, I was like, "Yo, bro, I bet you $5 you gonna bring up politics."
No.
And he was like, "Yo, that's what it was." Yep.
Anyway,
he don't know how to never not. And then
listen, if I don't share the news.
Oh no!
A lot of our demographic don't read into shit, bro.
That's fine. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. But what I'm saying is,
I'm trying to
when I'm right, I'm right. That's all it is, son.
Maybe you left,
but I'm not.
But you're here.
But you can go ahead and say what you was gonna say.
Maybe you left, but you're here. Yeah, which camera is it? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
Yep. Yeah.
It's a knee slapper.
Yeah, it's something.
Anyway,
it's something.
So, if you guys have been aware of what the foolishness that's been going on in D.C. the last week, they've had 14 consecutive votes for the Speaker of the House, which usually only goes about 1 or 2 votes. But the Republican Party, these far-right conservatives, decided to push this shit to 14 votes when they have the majority of the House, which is even fucking crazy. So they finally decide after 14 votes on who the speaker is going to be. And you know what? I'm not going to say the whole new year, new me, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to stop using the word. I'm going to stop trying to use the adjective stupid.
He's not going to.
And the adjective bitch. I got scolded for using that word.
Listen, well, the calling someone a bitch, you do use that very loosely, but stupid.
I don't use bitch.
That's very much a part of your vocabulary, sir. Getting rid of a word that you use so loosely as stupid.
I rarely use bitch, unless they deserve it.
Nah, I was gonna say because that's what got you in trouble. Never mind. Because all I know is it's always funny. It's always funny when you defend why you say it.
But it makes sense though. Anyway, we're not gonna get into that. Anyway,
it's not what we're here for.
This blank Marjorie Taylor Greene. You can fill in those blanks whatever way you want to put the blanks, because it works either way. Anyway, this blank Marjorie Taylor Greene, put out a video today celebrating it, but she had fucking Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, Still Dre, in the background of the video playing. Like walking in slow mo, bro. This video was edited by a high school kid. These people, they represent our country. They make our laws for us, dog. If you saw this video, I'm like, bro.
But do you see why when you go to other countries, we get those looks? Like, there are certain countries that if you go to right now,
they think America
if you say
stupid.
like, yo, I'm from America or I'm American,
And they laugh.
Yo, they either laugh. Yo,
That's stupid.
And the craziest part about it is you can defend yourself, absolutely. But yo, if you really just look around, it's like the dog in the fire meme. If you lie to yourself and say this is fine, you know good and damn well you looking around this motherfucker.
That's why when you hit them like, yeah, I'm from Africa, they can be like, which country? And I'm just hitting with the.
You just, yo.
That's what we doing here. Fuck you. But nah. So I bring that up because this video was fucking horrible. It looked like it was filmed in a high school AV class. And rightfully so, Dr. Dre sued her ass immediately. She posted that video. Immediately. She posted that video this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Bro, his lawyers had sent her deposition at like 3. He sued her ass immediately. Not only did she get sued, Twitter was forced to take the video down. On top of her, Twitter forced to take the video down. They suspended her account. Fuck her. Fuck that blank blank. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Fucking.
So that's how we're censoring ourselves in 2023.
Blank blank.
So the only way people gonna know those 2 words, and when you say blank blank, it's like you gotta watch this episode.
Listen, we're in 2023. You have the right to say as you please, imagine things as you want. You can put your perspective can be a certain way. Like I said, you can flip those words, use it any way you want. You know what they is. I'm just not gonna say it. Blank blank. She's a blank blank.
I mean, I guess I won't disagree with the blank blanks because if you put them in, a particular order, so to speak.
Man, but yo, like real talk.
I got a simple question for you.
What's
this
up?
don't got nothing to do with nothing.
Okay.
How long is too long into the new year to say Happy New Year's?
I would say February.
February.
Beginning of February.
That's wild.
It's not though.
It is.
Hear me.
I'm listening.
When people usually go away for the holidays, some people stay for a month long, and they're actually, and then you got to come back and dive right into work in most situations.
Yeah.
Especially with New Year like this, because the New Year was on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So I know the country in totality observed that Monday as the holiday, but a lot of places still had to go back to work.
Mm-hmm.
So we jumped right back into the work week on the 3rd.
Yeah.
You don't have time to see everybody as much as you is because now in most, like for example, in my field, the New Year is right at the beginning and then the beginning of the end of quarter 4 and right at the beginning of quarter 1.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have to basically set up plans for the entire year.
Okay.
Busy as hell. Today was insanely crazy at work. I'm not gonna get into that, but my job's really hectic. Whatever, I get paid for it, so I don't really bitch about it as much. But
you brought it up though.
I brought it up though, cause hold up, what is right here? Ballin'. But yeah, I got today was crazy, but I bring that up because, like I said, a lot of people get busy in the month of January. If it's just getting home and getting their kids adjusted to going back to school and things of that nature. So you really don't have time to see a lot of the people that you normally see.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, I have a LA Fitness gym membership, and I can get into any LA in the state.
Mm-hmm.
But there's actively 5 LA Fitnesses in my area that I hit. So I've only been to 2 of them so far in the new year. So now that I'm seeing people that I'm normally used to see, since I haven't seen them, hey, bro, Happy New Year. I'll go into February, and once February 1st is over, literally, it's past February 1st, I never say it again.
Bro, you get the first week.
Is
After
it?
the first week is up, bro,
It's like, what's up,
I'm
dog?
not, it's just, hey, what's going on? Listen,
I
the
ain't seen
new
you in a
year,
minute.
I'll give everybody that grace period.
Mhm.
And the reason why is exactly what you said. People go away and stuff. If you're going away for an entire month, that is on you.
Yeah,
What's
but
up?
what if
Welcome
you-
back.
What if you're traveling far?
Hey, I'm not saying in February, late January is crazy. There are 31 days in January. And you're saying Happy New Year all the way to the end of it? Nope.
You want to
Nope.
at least
Nope. That's like people who keep their Christmas trees
You-
up till March.
You want to go to Martin
I used to be
Luther King
people.
Day? You used to be people. Some people keep their Christmas lights up all year and just turn
Listen,
them on.
because you ever see them houses where the lights be like way up there on the roof? Imagine getting them up there. If it was a hassle, bro, I'm not going up there to.
They can stay there. I just plug them bitches in
Yo,
there.
you could make it multi-occasional. You could make it lights on 4th of July.
I tried that on
You could mangle them up a little bit. Halloween lights.
I tried that shit on the bush in front of my house this year.
Or you just threw the lights on?
No, the lights have been there for like 3 years and them shits broke. They don't work no more.
Son. You're contributing to the ozone layer breaking down by keeping them lights wrapped around them bushes.
Actually recycling. I'm saving money. Half them shits cut on. I'm like, damn, bro, it's over. And I was thinking, like, man, I should just take these shits off the bush. I'm like, nah, they.
See, you the worst, bro.
Christmas
ain't going into March.
The projector lights outside with the little images on it that spins around the house. The light of that was bouncing off the bush, making it seem like it was lit up. So we was good.
So you was chilling?
Bro, that was the easiest decoration I ever had to do. All I had to do was put a stake in the ground. We good, bro.
Dang, that sounds like it took a lot of work.
Oh, man, it was tiring.
Absolutely, that's what it sounds like.
My arms was hurting.
My bad, son. I just wanted to know how you felt about New Year's.
You good, but I also think, and I know a lot of people not gonna agree with this. New Year's is a very overrated holiday.
Well, I mean, this the idea that you're going into a new year is the excitement. No, I'm saying that's where the excitement lies. But then
my mom once stayed in the house while we partied. I don't know if you remember that shit.
When
we were still in my apartment in Newark, and I threw a party.
I do remember that.
And none of y'all knew that my mom was in the room. And then when I told y'all she was still home, I was like, "Wait, what?" We was ruckus as hell.
Yo, I was like, "Wait, she been here this whole time? Loud as hell."
Yo, because she was gonna go out, but then she ultimately decided not to. And I always I always gave her props for allowing me to do that because we was loud, we was being noisy, but she didn't complain. She didn't knock on that door once. Yeah. She didn't come out room. And a part of me always felt bad, like, damn, like, she didn't celebrate New Year's. Maybe I should have, invited her out when the ball dropped. Mm-hmm. I had a drink with her. But, hey, my moms don't drink a lot. And then I'm just like, as I'm getting closer to the age she was around the time that happened, I'm like, man, this shit ain't that cracked up.
Being an adult, you mean?
Yeah, I'm like, Everybody like, what you doing New Year's?
Yeah, I really didn't do nothing.
We chill.
But that's the thing about New Year's, for me at least. Uh-huh. I've done the whole New Year's, go out, party, drink, have a good time. I've stayed out till late. Like I've enjoyed it. But the problem is, you be paying mad bread, and 9 times out of 10, it's nothing like what the flyers say. The party closed earlier than what they say. It's never that whole damn buff. They be lying, telling you there's a buffet at every New Year's party. There be the little hors d'oeuvres, the little hors d'oeuvres, and that's it.
You a whore?
That's it. Them little crack wings. That's all they give you. That's it.
Listen, I was gonna take Big Pooh to a show, not a show, like a New Year's Eve party. Mm-hmm. Where it's usually like a big time DJ. Me and her was looking up shit, and we saw these prices. I looked at her like, babe, we not going out to shit.
Thousands of dollars. Thousands.
Listen, the highest one I saw was literally like $450. I'm like,
for nosebleeds?
No, it wasn't even it's not like a show. You're going to a nightclub and there's somebody DJing there.
Hell no.
Oh, that was different.
Hell no. $450?
Listen.
And it don't come with nothing either, right?
Oh, wait, no,
I'm sorry. You probably get that little measly ass little champagne for the toast.
It came with champagne for the toast. But here's the bullshit. A lot of the places we were looking at were having open bar. Mm-hmm. But the open bar was from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
See?
Who the fuck is going to be there that early?
That's that bullshit.
So let me tell you, at this tender age, I'll be 33 this year. I don't give a fuck. 33 episode, 33rd year. In my Pippen year.
This tender age. This guy.
Let me tell you what happens if I start drinking at 6 o'clock. If you start giving me drinks at 6 o'clock, guess who's going to be in bed by 9? I'll be up. Don't get twisted. I ain't going to be asleep. I'll be in that bed just chilling.
Not that, I knew the timer was ticking when we went to Vegas and the day parties, bruh. Nigga. Day partying is different.
Let me tell you.
In terms of day parties, though, bruh, listen, I ain't gonna say nothing about nothing. I'm gonna tell y'all about my experience because I don't like to talk about nobody else but myself. So my Vegas experience was a little different than everybody else's. However, I understand why day partying can work because the idea is you're supposed to party until the party's over at like 4 or 5, and you're supposed to take a nap before you go to the night party. The problem is we ain't take a nap.
No.
So then you get to the night party and you in zombie mode at that point.
You never tried. Yo, you drunk? Nah, I ain't have a drink yet.
It's still from the drink I had at 4 o'clock, bro.
Yo,
I'm still drunk from 4 o'clock, bro. I ain't even sober up yet.
When they say like never sleeping, bro, you go to a day party at Vegas that starts at 11. The day party ends at like fucking 5, and then the night party starts at like 7.
Yo.
And you just out.
And then don't forget there are after parties.
Yo, and then
there are after parties.
What we fucked up at is that we went out there that first time and had the fucking time of our lives. And literally on some hangover shit, we kept going back trying to chase that high from the first time. And it just never happened.
Nah, I told you, I ain't make it to the second time because my job at the time was hating, bro.
Right, so D came with me the first time. He didn't come with us the second time. He came with me the third time.
Oh, yeah. I did go that third time. But it's just...
Listen, the third time was okay for what it was.
Honestly...
It was right out of the shutdown. Things were just barely opening back up, so a lot of the places were basically still like restricted.
People was partying in bubbles.
They
had like sections with like with the plexiglass.
Yo, but that shit was fire though.
You had to do one of these little dancing little section.
But that spot we went to that did that was actually dope.
Nah. But they was playing your EDM.
See, I was blasting EDM.
But hold on. Let me
you into it now.
And that's what I said, because what's going to happen is I'm going to say something and I might get checked because it's like, but you said, so yes, I have been to the Electric Zoo concert and I get why you like it.
Exactly.
However, the particular time that I'm talking about wasn't like Electric Zoo. Electric Zoo was that, I like how it changes as different types. So like I could go to one of those. Yeah. But like that AC stuff that you like, bro.
It was Vegas, dog.
AC, and when we went like right after the shutdown, like not right after, but when everything was kind of like opening back up, it was a very AC.
I'm happy you brought
bruh.
this up because it took me years to convince this asshole right here to come to one of these things with me.
Because you know what? Wanting to go Harrah's pool
You had
party,
your chance. Shut up. You know what?
You can't even get in the pool.
Shut up. You know what they did to me in Vegas, dog? So the first time we went to Vegas, if anybody who listens to music, you ain't even gotta listen to EDM. If you listen to music, you know who the fuck Calvin Harris is. I'm looking in each camera. You know who the fuck Calvin Harris is. Do you know this asshole right here and a couple of his married other assholes with him? I'm telling these fools. You know what? I apologize. I'm apologizing again. You didn't come this time. That was the second time.
See how he calls me an asshole, y'all, and I ain't even do nothing. I wasn't even there. Because I was waiting for you to tell the story, but I mean, don't get me wrong, I have my moments.
You was there.
Was I? Make up your mind, was I there or not?
No.
How about you tell the story so I can tell you if I was there or not?
You was there, but it wasn't you, it was your doppelganger.
So yes, this is the second time that he's referring to, y'all. The second time.
We had these two dudes that was cool, one of our boys through work, and I swear to God, one of them was Dante Jr. and the other one was our boy Serge Sr. But anyway,
I ain't go this time, so
I'll bring up the story anyway. I apologize. Dante not an asshole, but his boys are assholes.
See?
Calvin Harris, his third album had came out that weekend we were out there. And he was having an album release party. And just how this man right here wouldn't want to saying, oh, he didn't want to listen to EDM.
I know how this story goes.
None of these bastards wanted to come with me. So I'm pissed because I'm like, yo, this is going to be the party of the weekend. We out there. None of them wanted to go. They want to go to fucking Hard Rock. You know what's even crazier? We went to Hard Rock the night after Kevin Hart got caught cheating on his wife. That all happened that same weekend.
Damn, y'all bad luck.
That all happened that same weekend.
Y'all made the block hot.
But what happened was they had this bar hopping thing. And what happens with that is you pay one flat fee and then for a couple of days they'll take you to different clubs. But what they were purposely doing was they was taking us to the club the night after they had big events, which means that nothing's happening. Nothing is fucking happening. So they go to Hard Rock. This shit is trash. Mind you, it's a fucking day party. Yo. So, yeah, it's a swimming pool, but I go there in some shorts. These motherfuckers told me I couldn't get to the spot because the shorts were netted. So
He
I
ain't even jumping.
Yo, I didn't even, I'm like, yo, we dead ass right now. So I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna fuck up everybody's vibe. I'll get out the line. I'll go to the store. I'll go get my swimming trunks. I get to the fucking CVS. I actually met the UFC fight. Yo, this story is crazy. In going to get the fucking swimming trunks, I met the old UFC fighter. What's her name? Cyborg?
Oh,
Bruh, she big as hell. I thought she was gonna beat the shit out of me. Don't worry about it. That's her name, Cyborg.
no, I'm saying her. That's on her birth certificate.
If it's on her checks.
I mean, hey,
But so I run into her. The CVS we run into don't have fucking swim trunks, but they had fucking Hennessy. So I bought some Hennessy. I mean, I catch an Uber back to the.
can't forget the essentials.
We were staying at the MGM Grand Signature, so I catch an Uber back to the room. Get to the room. Get the swim trunks. Calvin Harris party is going on right downstairs. I'm like, man, I'm about to just go to this shit, bro, by myself. But I'm like, the tickets online were like $120. At the door, they were almost $200. I'm like, I'm not spending $200 getting here. So I was like, I'm just go back to where I was at. As I'm walking, I see the two Spanish guys creeping in the back. They were bringing drinks out through like the back way, but no one's there at this moment. I look at them, they look at me. I'm like, bro. So the three of us walk in there. I don't know these dudes. I walk in, I go my way, they go their way. We in this party for like 20 minutes, and I tell you, that was the most exhilarating 20 minutes I had ever experienced. This is the most funnest party I ever been at. For these two bastards to get caught, they're getting dragged out. I'm having a blast in my corner by myself. I don't know nobody. As they're hitting the door, they see me and go, "He's stuck in with us." I'm like, yeah.
See, you should have sat down.
Yo.
They wouldn't have saw you if you sat down.
I'm big as hell. Where was I going? So I'm like, oh shit. So I try to duck behind some white girl. I'm like,
you should have turned around. It's like he came in with us too. You should have been like,
what? Who?
who? That guy? Yeah, he did. I think he did.
I was like, yo, when y'all give me your bands? Like nobody wanted to help me. So I get dragged out. I remember going back to that. The Hard Rock pissed. Like, man, I was in the Uber sad as hell.
How you gonna sulk going to another party? Oh man.
I was in the car back there, like, contemplate the whole trip. I'm like, man, I should just go home.
The driver was probably excited. Hey man, where you going? You was like, to a party.
I'm in the back of that Uber, like, man, I should fucking call United and catch a fucking flight back home. I was mad, bro.
Dang, the party was that jumping. You was willing to go back home.
And mind you, all the ordeal that happened beforehand, I didn't even realize at this point I had been away from these niggas for like 2 hours.
So when you got back, I know it wasn't jumping.
It was,
Mm-hmm.
but not to the extent of the Calvin Harris party.
Okay.
All I know is when I walked in and they scanned me in with my ticket, I remember telling myself, you know what? We in Vegas still. Do not allow that moment to derail the party. And we went and we had a lot of fun. But obviously I follow most of the people that went to the Calvin Harris party on Instagram, and then I saw all the pictures and videos, and I remember just being really pissed for the rest of the night. We got back to the room. We went out again. I'm like, man, fuck y'all. But,
and then y'all did that fun ass bar hop, right?
That bar hop was trash. Listen, let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all straight up. If you're going on vacation and you're going somewhere of something similar to Vegas, it don't have to be like a Vegas. Don't be cheap.
If you're gonna go on vacation anywhere, because my whole thing is if you're gonna go on vacation, you're supposed to plan for the vacation.
And if you can't afford to go on vacation, stay your ass home.
I mean, hey, listen.
And that's the beauty of us being from Jersey. And Dante's not gonna like what I'm about to say.
He about to say something about the shore.
If you can't afford to go to Vegas, drive your ass to Atlantic City.
There we go. See? I would never condone that. I would never.
You haven't been in a minute. It's not the same.
We'll go down there, drive down. You're going to be like, yo, it's going to be jumping. I'm going to go down there. We're going to get in there.
He's
and
saying,
in the first hour, I'm like, yo, this is lit. And then after a while, I'm like, yo, the DJ don't know no other song? Nothing? He ain't going to play nothing.
It's not like
no
that
R&B.
anymore.
I can't get like a Cotton Eye Joe. I'll listen to anything else at this point.
It's not like that anymore. The mistake I made, and I'll own that. That's my fault. I used to
showing me that nonsense.
I used to force them to come to AC with me on my birthday.
He used to lie to us.
I didn't
and
lie.
Say things like, "Yo, this party is going to be amazing."
The mistake I was making.
No, that was the mistake.
Can I explain?
Can I?
the mistake I was always making was that I would go to AC in the summer because my family lived down there, and we would have a blast. And thinking like, oh, it's not the time, it's the spots we were going to. I would take these motherfuckers down there and at the tail end of fall, almost beginning of winter, and we would have the worst time ever.
Ever.
And I would have to fake it
shit.
and try to make it seem like I was having fun because I'm like, yo, I dragged these motherfuckers down here. I'm like,
But-
it was my 25th birthday we went down there was hilarious because everything that could go wrong was just going wrong. But then things started to go right.
Yeah.
We ordered an Uber for all of us, and it was about 7 of us.
Is that when we was at that house?
No.
With Ruben?
No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. We
He almost burned down the house.
Yeah, no, that wasn't
Put
it.
the Crisco on bacon?
No, that wasn't it. That wasn't
Yo,
it.
I'm sorry, bro. To this day, that's one of the funniest
That's
stories. Go
some-
ahead.
that's
go
some
ahead.
bullshit,
That's
but-
another story.
No,
for another
that
day.
was the fucking Poconos he did.
Nah, we was in the AC area. I remember it very vividly, and
and he-
it was in the wintertime.
Oh no! That's when we went for Randy's birthday.
Okay, all right.
He did that shit then.
Yeah,
But that we don't speak on that.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's another story for another day,
Trip. We don't
son.
speak on that trip.
It's cool.
But we went down there on my 25th. Things were going really bad. The night of my birthday, we were like, all right, man, we're just gonna try to do our best to enjoy this shit. So we ordered an Uber, and the guy ended up pulling up in a stretch limo. Remember that shit? So I'm like, all right, this night is looking up. Dude is like, yo, call me when you're done. I'll come get y'all free of charge. It's your birthday.
We was excited.
We was excited.
I remember this too.
Proceeded to go to the fucking club.
Son, bruh.
Let me tell y'all. So every
God hustled
two
all around.
every other year, my birthday ends up falling on a teacher convention.
Bruh.
Shit.
Bro, we
we
went
go
to this
again.
club.
Here we go again. Yes.
we went to this club. I swear to God. Outside of us, the next youngest person in there had to be like 53.
Yo, when I tell you. And the craziest part is we had pregame.
Yo, we was
was
drunk as
ready to
shit.
go. We was like, yo, bruh, tonight's going to be fun. It's for your
Yo.
birthday. We out here. AC, we tried to make the best of it. We step in that door. Bruh, the first 3 that I saw, I'm like, it's AC. Well, I expect to see something.
I
I expect to see like families and things like that.
I ain't smell no
Bruh,
cologne, no perfume.
it
All I smell
smelled
like
like
Bengay and Icy
Aspercream, Ben Gay,
Tiger Balm.
pill bottles. It just,
Oh, my
it was not
God.
it. It was not it.
One of our boys, we ain't gonna put no names out there, got caught. He got caught bad. He was having fun. I'm like, he wanted to get caught. Let him. But And I remember that was the last time I brought y'all down there. I'm like, I can't do this to them every year.
Yo, and the thing about it is, I be willing to go. I really do be willing
Listen,
to go. It's just,
Don't get twisted. I always appreciated y'all for sticking with it. And that's why after that last time, like, you know what? I'm not doing that to y'all.
I can literally name probably 2 or 3 times. I've been to AC a lot.
Yeah.
Where I've actually went to like a club and actually had a good time.
But I promise you, and I'm not saying it to say it, and I'm not saying that you come with me, because eventually I'm going to drag you down there with me. But
And you're gonna lie to me, and I'm gonna believe it too.
I promise you I'm not. AC has gotten better. There's new spots down there. But we're not going in the winter. It's too cold. By the water, trying to freeze.
Ain't doing that.
One of these days in the either springtime or the summer, I'm gonna be like, yo, what you doing? On some hey, I ain't got nothing to do. Let's ride.
All right, bro.
Yeah, I'ma
Then I'm
show
gonna have
you,
to make
bro.
the best of it.
I'ma
If
show
you
you.
say that it's fun in the summer,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just take your word for it.
But we got a couple of minutes. Let's get into what he's gonna talk about.
What you was gonna talk about?
So on a more serious note, we were joking around. Hamlin from the Bills.
Yeah.
Were you watching the game when that happened?
Yeah. I don't even know why you asking me that. You fronting for them for the people them?
It was funny.
We was at the same place watching the same damn game.
I
Yes,
I just had.
I do remember seeing the game, sir.
I must be drunk. I must have some fake liquor in my system because how the fuck I forget that? It's
I
crazy.
have no idea.
We was sitting right next
Whole
to each
Dave
other.
and Buster's. We was playing games after, literally
Not
right
wait.
after.
Yo, if you would have saw, remember I took the painkiller for my shoulder before I got there.
Oh,
When I
and you
tell
was
you,
driving,
bro, no,
You
no,
be living
no,
on the edge.
I didn't drive.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
I didn't.
Big
yo,
Pooh did.
Big Pooh did. Shout out to Big Pooh. I see you, Big Pooh. But Yo, well, I tell you that we was playing the basketball game and the pill hit me. I'm like, no. And she told me not to take it before we went out, but I'm like, I've taken it before when my the leg used to bother me for bowling, and I'm like, it just made the muscle feel really weird because it's a muscle relaxer.
Yeah.
But when you're tired and you take that shit, nigga. When I tell you, I was in there seeing stars.
You said it was painkillers, right?
No, it was a muscle relaxer.
Oh.
But she looked at me. She's like, "You're fine." I honestly thought that I was about to pass out.
Yeah.
She was like, "You're not good." I'm like, "Baby, we gotta go."
Yeah. I'm glad you ate something because if you ain't eating nothing, it probably have been 10 times worse.
I'm
bro.
like, "Yo, we gotta go." We got in that car. She was in mid conversation with me. We had just pulled out the parking lot. I was gone. When I woke up, we was home. She was like, "We here." I'm like, "What?"
And we wasn't like around the corner
No.
neither. That's a good hour from where you was.
Nah, not that much. It's probably like
Maybe 40 minutes, 45?
35. It's right by the parkway.
Oh yeah. It's not that far.
46 right there.
But
So-
yeah, when we was watching that, bro, I'm not gonna hold you. We all had the same reaction. Like
'cause-
honestly, when the hit happened, because it wasn't one of those hits that was like a big hit. So when he got up and just shouted and fell down,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Initially, I thought it was like a flop.
Yeah.
I thought he was like, trying to get the penalty call or
Yeah.
whatever the case is. But when you realize, nah, bro, like, and then you even spoke on it. I'll let you speak your piece on it. But when you see it, it's just like he was standing there, just yelled and fell down.
Mhm.
The thing that tipped it for me that I knew like something was really off. Players was crying, bro.
Yeah.
Like if he would have just had like twisted his ankle, even if he like tore his ACL or something, they don't be crying over things like that. When I'm seeing them in like full blown tears on both sides of the ball, I'm like, nah, this is a lot more serious than just a flop.
And you can tell, like you said, once I see the tears coming and then the constant commercials, because we're in Dave and Buster's, so you can't really hear the commentating. You're just trying to
You just trying to watch the game.
you trying to watch the game. You're on your phone, like, yo, what the fuck happened? And I originally had thought, because I've experienced it, that he got too amped up because that was a big ass game.
Mm-hmm.
Like that game had a lot
Playoff
of
implications.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, yo, he got too hyped. He didn't calm himself down. He made a play just now, and in the midst of the play, he fainted. That's all. I didn't think that anything stopped. I was thinking that he just got overly hyped up, and it was too much, and he passed the hell out. So when you hear that, damn, his heart stopped, it's like shit. And praise God that he got released from the hospital.
Yeah.
Praise God.
Look at God, bro.
Look at God, bro.
He was, apparently from what I read, actually, he wasn't out, because what we saw made it seem like he was out way longer before he got care.
Yeah.
It's actually, when he fell down, people ran over right away to give him CPR.
And it saved his life, because we were under the impression at first that
he was just laying there, and they was like, oh, come over, and everybody waddling over, like, nah.
The first reports we read said he was down for 9 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But, so, if anybody knows about that, if your heart stops and you're not receiving oxygen to your brain in 9 minutes, you're more than likely going to either have severe brain injuries that's going to affect you for the rest of your life, or you just might end up brain dead. And at that point, if you're brain dead,
then that becomes a family decision. And I don't even know what those decisions would have been.
Because at that point, there's literally no reason to keep you alive. Like, there's no function.
Mm-hmm.
So I was scared shitless. But then you hear that they immediately started to administer CPR once they ran on the field, and that's dope because you're not really expecting that.
Nah.
So, and it saved his life. He got released.
But that's
today.
that readiness, man. They was ready, bro.
What pisses me off, because I'm gonna go there.
Wait, let's give a moment of grace that Hamlin is okay.
Absolutely.
Right? Before you go the left that you about to take, because I know what you're getting ready to say.
People bugging, man. Like,
but I'm happy that he is all right, though, because again, we into fantasy football and all that stuff, and when you see stuff like that, then it's about points and things like that. But honestly, I'm happy that he's all right, though.
I'm a diehard Jets fan, and even with that, because I hate the Buffalo Bills, but it was good to hear how he was progressing.
Because he's at the end of the day, he's a human being.
and
it's a sport that you don't like the team or whatever, but
and we don't get paid.
That's a human being at the end of the day.
We don't get paid
man.
to be fans, so you could never be like, oh, I'm putting my fandom over somebody. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
What I was going to bring up, though, there's once again, I'm not trying to use certain words because everyone is entitled to their opinion. I don't mean to disrespect people, but when there's I work in the healthcare field, so when things aren't based off of fact and you say things that just aren't factual and try to spread it as truth, it's like, come on, you're doing everyone a disservice by doing that, because it's easy as hell to fall into conspiracy these days. So there was a huge section on Twitter basically saying that his heart stopped because of the vaccine.
Whoa, I did not hear that. This is news to me.
Oh, see, because you're not on Twitter.
It's because it's the Twitter Wild Wild West.
Twitter is nuts, bro.
That place is a zoo.
Oh, wait till the next episode. The shit we speaking about the next episode.
That shit is a zoo,
bro. And I remember reading that, and I'm like, yo, people can't be this nuts over something that they don't even have just to spread misinformation. This kid almost lost his life. You can clearly see that he got hit in the area that's you're just not supposed to get hit in. If you don't have enough body weight or mass to protect that area, shit like that happens. What the NFL should do is, obviously, for people of his size, they should put it there. But just to make sure that everyone is safe, they should put an extra layer of protection between the pads and the chest area. So if something like that will happen, they're not taking as much as impact. Mm-hmm. Because what people need to understand, what had happened to him was a freak accident. Like, it was an ordinary football play. It wasn't even that much contact for real. That's normally on football plays. You've seen people get hit way harder. He was delivering the blow. He just got hit in the spot that, as a human being, you're not supposed to get hit in. And something freakish happened. For people to get online and be like, you know what? His heart stopped because he's vaccinated. What?
But at the end of the day, you also can't be that surprised.
Only
reason why I'm saying it is because we're in a new day and age, brother. Everybody's opinion becomes right to them, at least. So when they say certain things, they want everyone to hear what they have to say, because, again, we talk about this all the time, how we might say stuff, but we don't always feel like we're right. We say what we feel. That doesn't mean, again, that we're right.
It's okay to do that.
If you're saying some wild stuff, case in point, if you don't know what you're saying is wild, or you don't feel like what you're saying is wild, to you, it's not wild. To you, you'd be like, yo, what's the big deal? I don't understand what y'all tripping for. Again, we've seen it in the media very recently, right? So it's like when you see people do stuff and then you don't have a necessary, like, in-depth reason for why you do it, or it's just because I saw this or because I saw that. Now all of a sudden you're just starting to think this. There are people just like that, and it's becoming more prominent because, again, social media has become something that it was the negative potential of what it could have been. There's a lot of good potential for when the internet came out and stuff like that, but this is the dark side of what could happen, bro. Everybody's got an opinion, which is not a bad thing, but some people's opinions are crazy.
Listen, no.
But how can you say to them that what they believe is crazy is how they think?
But it's not based off of fact. And if I can look you in your face,
I agree with you
and show you.
I'm just telling you that's how they think.
I've said it on multiple episodes. You get taught in elementary school, if you have a hypothesis to prove it right, you have to purposely find things to prove it wrong. You have to research completely against on what you believe to prove it right. You're not supposed to sit up there and Google like I watched somebody do this shit. They tried to have an argument with me about something, and instead of Googling, hey, what does blah blah blah, he literally put in what he said. I'm like, that's not how you research.
Because I know what you talk about. Yeah. Because everybody called him out on that.
Like,
that didn't make any sense.
None. Like, you don't research like that. So I'm like, bro, that's not how you do it. Then I put in what he was supposed to put in, and everything I was saying popped up. I'm like, this is the problem that people have. They don't want to be wrong, so they'll look up shit that they said. Of course, other people agree with you, so there's actually articles that are also proven wrong on what you're saying. Don't screenshot some shit to me from some conservative website who's already calling Dr. Fauci an asshole. These conservatives are already about to fire 87,000 people for the IRS because they went after Trump's tax documents. Like, shit like that. Like, don't look at me with stuff like that. Like, my own mother said to me the other day that, I think that happened because of the vaccine. I'm like, Mom, you're vaccinated. I'm like, cut it out.
These conspiracies
are crazy to the point where, and I know my mom means the best, but I've learned that the older generation just choose not to look up shit because everything they learned was from word of mouth.
Yeah. Or if they really wanted to know, they had to go to the library and
Exactly.
look it up.
They're not willing to go on their phone and look up shit because half the time they don't know how to use it. So to them, whatever they hear from somebody, they go with it. And what I'm also learning is that a lot, we know how it is. In urban neighborhoods, the education isn't as great as it is in suburban neighborhoods. And that's just fact, unless you're going to a private or charter school. Now, and it's sad that
The way
it's like
that system is designed.
the system is designed to that because you know what happens? You know it's one of the biggest ways to keep people in check? Take their fucking education away from them. So that's why you hear a lot of the conspiracy coming from our neighborhoods. So when you're telling them something different, they don't want to hear that shit. The Illuminati got you. I told you a couple episodes ago, somebody told me since I'm vaccinated, I was brainwashed. What?
Thanks, man.
They sat me in a chair and had the lights spinning.
Yeah,
like,
bro, you crazy now.
bro, they'll get me started. But listen, off of that, the topic we have for this next episode is gonna be interesting.
Oh yes, we're gonna have some guests.
We're gonna have some guests.
We're gonna have some guests on the next episode. Yeah. We're gonna have some things coming up. This is the brand new year.
This year is gonna be very, very interesting.
2023. I don't know what it is about this year. I just feel like this is gonna be a good year. I don't know. Like, there's nothing in front of me right now that's saying like, yo, this is why. But I just feel like this is gonna be a good one. I don't know why.
It's not gonna be this is
I
why.
just feel like it's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be super why.
Why? Wait, what? Yo, bro, I tell you so much. I hate you.
Yo,
And I mean it.
on that note,
I don't like this guy.
bro, I love you too. Thanks for joining us, educated fam. We'll holla at y'all. New Talent Beats. Play us out.
This guy, man. This guy right here.
What happened?